Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Spice and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is her ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give any correction that is needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and let go on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Spice has been fitted and will come home with her very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that during your follow-up training session. Now, she is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Spice heel.
Spice.
Now at this point, Spice has a job to do, and that is to stay even with Rich's left leg when walking, not forging ahead, not dragging you down the street, but walking like a lady. And each time that Rich stops his feet, she's been taught to sit automatically to wait for her next command. So when you're walking your dog and you stop to cross traffic or talk to someone on the street, she's sitting nicely at your left without being told to wait for her next command. So good heeling skills are really important because everybody doesn't want to be embarrassed by their dog. And she's doing a great job. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. The long sit stay when you're practicing at home is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. Now it's really cold out here today, so we're not going to expect her to hold it that long. She has no hair. When Rich returns back to her, he walks all the way around her as an additional distraction and returns all the way back to heel position. And at this point, she needs to get another command because she's going to wait to hear from you. Nice turns. When Rich turns, she turns. She's paying attention. When he stops his feet, she sits. She loves praise. She's such a nice girl. Rich leaves her in another sit stay. And this time, instead of returning to her, we're going to demonstrate the come when command. Now, if you notice, Rich didn't get too crazy when he called her because we don't want her to come barreling in and knock you over. She should come right in front and sit. And then she goes back to heel and back sitting. She's really a very sweet girl, and she's really done very well and thrived on this one-on-one attention that she gets when you're doing obedience with her. Nice automatic sit. Stay. And Rich calls her and she comes right in front and sits. And she likes nothing better than being close to you. Back to heel and back sitting. Very nice. Good girl. Now the next exercises that we're going to be demonstrating for you are her down commands. So with her seated, you're going to take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay when you're practicing in the comfort of your home and not outside is for 3 minutes, working up to 5 minutes. When Rich returns back to her, again, we'll walk all the way around her as an additional distraction. She held that beautifully. And we will demonstrate that exercise again for you. One word command to down, one word command to stay. And this is so good for developing self-control and maturity with these teenage kids that are just wild. And you see what she's capable of. And what she will do with, praise, love, and consistency. A lot like raising kids. Believe it or not, healing is one of the main problems that people have with their dogs. People complain every day to me that their dog drags them down the street. Now, the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a distance. So you leave her in a sit-stay. You turn to face her. This is the only time you use your right hand to give the command, and she downs from a distance. I gotta say, I'm really proud of her. She didn't put a foot down wrong during the whole video. Now, we've demonstrated for you all of Spice's formal on-leash obedience commands. You'll be getting a lesson on the day of graduation, and then you can get as many lessons as you need after that. She's given kisses and loving. She's been great to have, and we've enjoyed having her, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.